What is going on, Reid Nation? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. As you see, I am pretty much dressed. I'm about to head to work in a little bit, but I wanted to do a quick breakdown of the Marvel Studios Avengers official trailer for Avengers 4. If you don't know the title of the Avengers 4, it's Endgame. So earlier today, I'm still droopy from that. I did a reaction to the actual trailer. I changed the name because I didn't want to spoil a lot of you guys, but I changed it to Marvel Studios Avengers because I know that putting Endgame would probably like make people mad, so I changed it. And now we're going to be doing a breakdown of the trailer. I have a lot of information that I can actually say after rewatching this trailer and looking at certain points of this trailer. I'm looking at the dislike and like ratio. It's about 1 million likes and about 16,000 likes. I mean, it's 1 million likes and 16,000 dislikes, and damn, I just don't know what to say. It's crazy, but this is the official trailer for Marvel's actual website. I'm gonna give this a like because I do love Marvel movies. There has not been any Marvel movie that has let me down. Maybe Ant-Man and the Wasp was probably the worst Marvel movie of all time. Maybe. I mean, I did like Thor: Dark World, but anyways, well, let's get into it. If you haven't, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers. You guys have been supporting me 100%. And let's get through the trailer and just see some nitpick things that we can actually mention. Let's go. Okay, really quick. I know I just started it. From the beginning, you can see that his mask is torn up really bad. If you don't remember from Infinity War when he was fighting Thanos, Thanos was like destroying his whole suit. Even though his suit can regenerate and stuff like that, after a while his suit couldn't regenerate anymore, which led to his suit looking like, and his mask looking like that. Okay, now you guys have been wondering, why is he on the ship by himself, etc., etc. Now I can't give you full synopsis on why he's on the ship by himself because that would mean that I know the movie ahead of time, which is not true. From the last movie, Infinity War, I'm itchy as hell for some reason. From the last movie, Infinity War, the only two survivors on that planet was Nebula and Tony. So what I'm most likely to think is that Nebula wanted to go her separate ways and she didn't want any part of Tony, or they could have just like, my thing is they split their separate ways, which led to Tony's ship maybe stop working in the middle of the space as he was trying to get home, because he is far away from home. Get it? Spider-Man far away from home. Anyways, he's far away from home. That's the only kind of theory that I have. I mean, I don't know if they shouldn't both be on the same ship, because there's another scene where you see Nebula and it looks like she's on a different ship. And then my other theory could be that Captain Marvel gets Tony. As you see from the Captain Marvel trailer, she's actually fighting out in space. So my theory is that she's gonna get the call from Nick Fury maybe while she was in space, and then maybe she sees Tony's ship as she's in space, and Tony's literally about to die, right? And Captain Marvel saves him. That's my only theory. There could be other theories as Ant-Man or etc. stuff like that, but that's pretty much what I'm thinking.
Hang on. Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this.
I think Piper. I think she's pregnant. I'm thinking she's pregnant. I think the last thing she was trying to tell Tony before he hung up is what she was pregnant. Well, not before he hung up, before it broke the call that she's pregnant.
Part of the journey is the end. Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning.
So if you guys don't know, that ship, that this ship right here is the ship that the Guardians, I believe, came on. That wasn't the original ship that Tony, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and yeah, not Nebula, but they came on because that ship got destroyed during the fight with him and Thanos. So I believe that's the Guardian Galaxy's ship. I'm 100% sure that's the ship. Yeah, it could have. It probably wasn't. He probably didn't know. Well, I won't say he don't know how to work it because the dude Tony Stark's smart as hell. It could, like I said, the ship's probably just like out of power, out of juice or whatever. Ship's probably not meant to be out for long. I'm not sure about that.
That'll be it. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
Man, he can't even put the mask on to make himself survive. Cause like the mask is pretty much done. And this goes straight from the comics. Having his whole armor on the Scarecrow, that's straight comics. If you guys don't know, the Infinity War story, the actual comic story is the longest. I think it's one of the longest Marvel comic book stories. I could be wrong. There's plenty of more stories, but it's one of the longest ones. Because there's so many things that happens that we haven't seen in the movies. Of course not, but you guys should read it. It's interesting. All right, so you see Thanos. He's walking. I wonder if they're gonna give him like a beard or something. He's just walking around with the crusty ass, snapped ass Infinity Gauntlet. Sorry for my language, but you see the Infinity Wand is burned. There's no way to actually even use it. They would have to actually get a new Infinity Gauntlet. That Infinity Gauntlet's done. Now all the stones are still intact, but just the gauntlet's
exactly
broken.
What he said he was gonna do. He wiped out.
And then you see Tony, he's upset because this dude has pretty much lost everything. From the girl that he loved from the first movie that ends up being grows old, has amnesia, and then dies in Civil War. And then I'm not sure about the other girl, her niece. I don't know if she died. I mean, if you watched Captain America Winter Soldier, she was an undercover SHIELD agent, which he was kind of salty about for a minute. But I don't know if she survived from the snap. We don't know too much from the trailer here, but I just thought it was. I thought it was interesting that like he lost Bucky like twice now. Like, dude, man. And then I see it like I mentioned this from the last reaction that I it's so odd to see him without the beard. I did love the long hair and beard. I don't know. He should have kept it at least. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but I think that's one thing that I could take out of Captain America that made me like really like feel his vibe in the last movie was that he had the look of I didn't give a F no more. Like, I don't care. Like, all black, beard, long hair. Like, that made me feel like he didn't care about the rules no more. That's what made me like him, because he wasn't the all red type look, but stuff happens, and let's continue.
50% of all living creatures.
Okay, so real quick, I did see this one here. So it says Scott Lang is missing. We all know he's really not missing. And then right over here is Siri. Before it hits the Pity Parker, it says it's Siri. Now, I could have swore she survived, but either this is another theory. Either she survived, and she's in hiding, or the second one, she actually disappeared from the snap. My biggest theory is she's probably hiding or somewhere, you know what I mean? But,
We lost.
And then you see Thor. He's at the Avengers headquarters too with them. I think this is the first time Thor has been in this new Avengers headquarters, because throughout a lot of movies he has not. He was in his world, then he was in space. So it's probably his first time back on Earth in a long ass time, maybe 2 or 3 years, I suppose. After Dark World, he was never seen back on Earth. So him and Hulk first time come back on Earth was Infinity War. So
All of us.
see, this is the part that got me. Yeah, so Nebula's on a different ship. I'm pretty sure she's on a different ship. It's a possibility. Now, like I said, she could easily be on the same ship, and we just seeing different cuts from it, because Marvel has this funny way of setting trailers up to make it look like what it's not. Like, if you remember Tony's hand on his face, and an Infinity War trailer making it seem like he was holding somebody's hand. They always do these little sneak nitpick things to make it seem like what it is on screen is like happening, but it's like another thing. So they could be on the same ship. And somebody was mentioning that the Tony part could be the ending of the movie, which I don't believe so, but that would probably be so effed up, because I'm already upset about how the Infinity War ended, but it was the right way for it to end. But I was kind of salty. Let's continue.
You lost friends. You lost family.
And hold on, ooh, excuse me. And we got Rodan right here. Look, so if you don't know who Rodan is, it's Hawkeye, but it's a different version of Hawkeye. After he loses his family, he goes to become something else, and they're actually using that inside the movie, which I'm so happy about, because if you guys know, and I think I think they've mentioned that his family did not survive from the snap, so he's probably going all crazy and shit. So
We lost a part of ourselves. This is the fight of our lives.
it's so weird having him have the all black on, but he's still like got no face. I don't know. But there might be, I believe they're going on a different, I think they're going on a mission to try to figure some shit out, because it's a scary moment for the Avengers. Just think if this is a real life situation and some motherfucker snapped his fingers and 50% of the population was gone. You would have to sit there and try to figure out the pieces. I mean, honestly, like, it'd be tough.
Of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
Exactly. I think Captain America's gonna die. I solely think Captain America, this is his last movie, unless they bring him back as the Hydra character, him Hell Hydra type bullcrap. And this is where it gets interesting. This part is interesting.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang.
So this one has me on. They've kind of skipped a lot of things. How did he get out the quantum realm? That's what part that I have tripped. This is a crazy theory, but I think that, I don't know. I was dreaming about this. So what I think, where he was at when he was inside the quantum realm, people actually came there and was like, "Oh crap, Scott Lang's missing. What do we do?" Not what we do, but like, he's missing. He's sitting there missing, and they look at what they were doing, like what they were trying to do. Somebody accidentally pushes a button, which leads him coming back in, but everybody doesn't know. Everybody doesn't realize that he's shrunk to a small size, so nobody can see him. So they push this button. They're probably like, what were these guys trying to do? And they push all these random buttons that ends up bringing him back. And they don't know that he's back, and they're probably like, oh, okay. Oh, we push these random buttons. Oh, nothing happened. Let's just keep moving along. We see his van, whatever. And they leave. But as they leave, what they did actually helps bring him back. And then, he's back. That's my theory. It's better if I put it on it's better if I were to make a scene about it. And a lot of people have been mistakenly saying, how did he survive the snap? Well, watching a lot of people's videos, what they explain is that he wasn't supposed to survive the snap. he was supposed to disintegrate like everybody else. But when he was in the quantum realm, he was able to not be a part of that snap situation, because when you're in there, you're not in the same time zone that you're in inside of like the universe. So when the snap happened, that part was safe for him. I'm trying to remember a video. It's a video from today. Shouts out to the guy. If you ever want to comment, I got this from you. Appreciate it, man. But since Quantum Realm, that part when the snap happened, he was safe. It was a shield. So that led him not to disappearing, and that's probably what happened, and I'm pretty sure of that. And that means that's one of the reasons why. Because if he had came out of it during the snap, he would have disappeared. I'm pretty sure that would have happened. But that is all the theories, and that is the whole breakdown of Avengers 4. The official trailer. They didn't know he was still alive. They thought his ass was dead. Long story short, when they gather everybody that's still alive, they're gonna figure some stuff out. They're gonna I'm dead serious. They're gonna time travel back to they're gonna time travel to Avengers, the first one. They're gonna probably go to Age of Ultron, and I feel like they're gonna save Scarlet Witch's brother. They're gonna probably save Quicksilver, because he's already rumored to be in this movie, unless he's only in the movie for a quick second as when they time jump, that you only see him for that certain part. That's my only theory of why he might be in the movie, is for a time travel scene of Age of Ultron, excuse me. But long story short, they're gonna have to change their appearance when they time travel, because they can't. I don't believe they're gonna look like this when they time travel. Just the fact that it's gonna probably scare their past selves. Like, hold up, wait a minute, who are you? Like, but they're gonna probably they're gonna try to get all the Infinity Gauntlets, or warn themselves about the situation, because that's the only way they can easily stop Thanos' snap. Unless they go back and get a gauntlet. It's a long thing. We probably won't get another trailer till some later next year, because the movie comes out in April. And so, movie comes out in April, Captain Marvel comes out in March. So we probably might get a trailer after Captain Marvel, or before Captain Marvel. We might get another one around then. We haven't seen Captain Marvel yet. That's good, because she does not need to be shown in the trailer yet, because that's gonna spoil her movie, or around the ending of her movie. But let me know down below how you feel about this. I'm super hyped for this movie. This movie is going to be amazing. And yes, I will see you guys in the next video post. Renation, we're out. Deuce, baby. One love, peace. Catch you guys later. Stay subscribed and stay blessed. I'm out. See ya.